YouTube, this is Vargas, recording live from the Vargas Vault, and with a new video series that I'm going to try out, call Vargas Pros and Cons. So basically, the idea of this video series to spice up the content on my channel is that I'm going to talk about the pros and cons about certain things within the vault. Unlike Tales from the Vargas Vault, where I talk and showcase things within it, this one I am going to talk about the pros of something and then list off the cons of the same thing. So basically, all that I have has things that I enjoy, while also I'm going to be critical about it and showcase the things that might annoy me about a set topic. So I hope you guys enjoy this. I'm going to go along. I'm going to make this up as I go along. I already have a couple of topics that I know I want to talk about, but again, I never script any of my videos. I just go and see what comes up. So today's showcase video and the very first pros and cons is about movie streaming. Now, I am personally a fan and a collector of physical media, but that's a subject that I'm going to talk about later on. What I'm going to talk about is the thing that has stopped, and a lot of people say it's the future of the hobby, that a lot of people say that physical media will disappear in a couple of years, and you won't be able to go to the video store and like Target or Walmart and buy a physical DVD. Everything will be streaming, because the idea of physical streaming is that, digital streaming is that they'll save the cost of producing the discs, which, as far as I've heard, is very minimal. There's really not that much cost on producing a disc for DVD. It's a little bit more expensive on Blu-ray, plus you also have to produce the packaging and the like. Whereas in digital streaming, you can just upload a file and then just share it for a lot of people. And there's a number of digital streaming options that you can have. In the United States, you can have Hulu, you can have Amazon, you can watch movies and TV series on Amazon. You have Netflix, you have your Netflix, and you can download. HBO also released here in Mexico a new streaming service, and Fox has a streaming service. So there's a lot of options out there available for people. The one that we use here in the Vargas family is Netflix. My wife wanted me to hire Netflix, so I hired Netflix for her. And at any point during the day, if she wants to just watch a movie, it's as convenient. It's as convenient as just, well, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but you just, we do it on the PlayStation 3, so all we do is that we just turn it on, select Netflix, and as it's loading, eventually, a lot of things are available for watching as soon as it boots up. So there's the Netflix logo. Again, we're doing this on the PlayStation 3. I also have the Wii U. We can do either one. Plus, the other thing about digital media services is that you can watch it, and now I'm going to go directly for the pros. The pros of digital media is that at your fingertips you can have a bunch of TV shows, movies. All you have to do, depending on the service that you have, is pay a monthly fee. Here in Mexico, it's still $10 for the monthly fee. And as long as you keep paying every month your monthly fee, you can watch whatever they have here on the Netflix digital media. And it works the same for Hulu, and it works the same for Amazon. You pay a monthly fee, and then you can watch anything. And let's say my wife is a big fan of Friends, and at the tip of her fingertips, she can just choose Friends. And she has the option to select all the episodes from season 1 to season 10. So all 10 seasons of Friends she can watch it. And the new thing that they started doing is that if you select an episode, it plays a little like trailer for the episode that you're watching. And you can have a bunch. Another pro that you have in digital media is you can watch it in any language that they have set up. For example, my wife likes to watch it in its original language, which is English, with Spanish subtitles. Um, and you can select any language. When we have our mother-in-law over, she likes watching them in Spanish, so we can just click the audio option for Spanish, and boom, she can just watch it like that. And like that was the trailer. And you can choose anything you want. You can choose this Crime Files, the home front. For our little daughter, we have Peppa Pig, the Little Spotty Chicken. I started watching Rick and Morty. So a big pro of digital media is the convenience that you have at your fingertips. Anything you want, as long as you pay that monthly subscription. You can watch any episode that they have. And the other thing, at least in Netflix, the big pro that they have right now is that they're starting to produce their own independent TV shows. Because paying the licenses for the movies and the TV shows for Netflix does have a cost. They have to pay royalties and all that stuff. But Netflix has started to produce their own content. They produced the Marvel content with Daredevil, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, Iron Fist, and now the Defenders. They also produced Stranger Things. That's another one that they produced. So Netflix is becoming its own network, where you can watch TV shows on the fly. And something that before our daughter was born, that me and the wife did a lot, is that we would binge a TV show. When a new season was set up in Netflix, we would just watch as many episodes as we could during the day, and then the next weekend we would watch them again. So that's another pro that a lot of people like to use Netflix for. That you can just binge any TV show and then just wait for them to upload the next season or so on. So it has a lot of convenience in that aspect, that you can just at a flip of a controller, boom, you can watch whatever you want. And the cons of digital media, however, at least with my experience with Netflix, which is the only thing that I have, is that they keep changing everything. I mean, as long as you have your file, you can save anything you have. For example, I have in my list, I have a set of TV shows and movies that I know we're going to keep watching. For example, I have Friends there, I have How I Met Your Mother, I have That 70s Show, I have Criminal Minds, I have Stranger Things, I have Sherlock, I have Death Note, Bates Motel, Breaking Bad. So as long as you keep paying your monthly fee, you can have these things saved on your list, and you can access them whenever you want. However, the minute that you don't pay your monthly fee, you lose access to all of this until you renew it. The other thing is that because of the insane amount of file and server space that they probably use, they tend to purge a lot of stuff. For example, tomorrow they might announce that they're going to get rid of all the seasons of Friends. So you'll no longer have access to that. If you want to sit down and watch Friends, and they take it away from their servers, you're screwed. You will not be able to watch Friends anymore. Same thing with movies. They might showcase a newer movie on Netflix, but then they have to take it away for the same reasons. Royalties. They can't keep paying royalties to the studios for the rights to stream that movie. So if you have a movie that you really, really like, for example, Back to the Future, and then Netflix decides that, we're not going to pay royalties for that anymore, they're going to take it off, and you'll no longer have access to it. So that's a big con in my book. Another big con about digital media is that if you don't have internet, you won't be able to watch anything. As soon as your internet signal goes away, it could be a big storm, it could be any number of factors that affects, because we have this thing set up through Wi-Fi. So if the Wi-Fi signal is being messed up, or we don't have internet for X reason, we won't be able to stream anything. The thing will just not play, and so you have the service that you're paying for, but because you don't have internet, which is another service you have to pay for, so you're paying double for this. You won't be able to actually watch your TV shows or your movies. So that's another big con of digital media, streaming digital media. I'm sorry. And the other one for me personally is that I'm a huge fan of special features. I love the whole process that involves in making a movie or a TV show. I love seeing the interviews where they interview the director, they interview the screenwriter, they interview the actors, and in those special features they explain, the whole process on from the idea to the actual execution and the final project of a movie. I like that. I also love the audio commentaries where people, as they're watching the movie, they're actually talking about everything or funny stories that happened during the filming of the movie. Like if you watch the Uwe Boll audio commentary for Alone in the Dark, it's worth the price of admission itself, because that guy's crazy. But you don't get that in digital streaming. You only get the movie, and that's it. You don't get any sort of special features at all. So that's for me, that's something that is a negative. But they say this is the way of the future. I hope it's not. I hope that this doesn't completely remove physical media, because like I said, it is very convenient to just sit down in your sofa, turn on the console or iPad or computer or whatever you have, and just select what you want to see and press play, and you can just enjoy it without the need of switching discs like you would do in physical media in the case of TV shows. So I do understand the appeal of having something like this in current time. Another con that I have with this is that it has created a culture of people that want everything now. Back in the day, and even now, if you watch episodes on TV or in channels like HBO, you watch an episode and then you have to wait a full week to watch the next one. So if it ends on a cliffhanger, you're like, oh crap, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? I need to know. And you wait the week, and then you have the satisfaction of watching the episode and then seeing how actually everything plays out. And streaming media, you can watch it. You can watch a TV show in a day, and once you're done with that, then what? You have nothing. You have nothing to look forward to, and that's something that is convenient because you don't have to deal with the stress of a cliffhanger. But at the same time, I do feel it takes away from that anticipation of waiting a week and then seeing the episode. But I know a lot of people that prefer it that way, that prefer to just binge the whole season in a day and then move on to another thing and then another thing. But I have heard a lot of people complain that, for example, in the Marvel things or with Stranger Things, like they want the series now. They want to see it now. They don't want to wait a season to watch it. They want to watch it now, and they don't realize that a lot of work and effort goes into making a season of something like Stranger Things or the Marvel series. So I don't know. It's creating a very weird generation of people that, if you give a lot of people, and this is just me personally, if you give a lot of people easy access to something, they don't appreciate it. I don't know if that makes sense to anyone else. At least it does to me. They don't appreciate the things that they have because they can get it so easily, and that's another con of streaming media that I don't personally agree with. But like I said, it does have its pros. But honestly, for me personally, it does have a lot of more cons that I would like to have. But this is the pros and cons of streaming media. They say it's the wave of the future. I hope it's not. I really don't want this to be my future. Mostly because I remember the Wall-E movie and how everyone's just plugged into their Facebook and they're riding around in that in their little hover chair and they're getting all fat and obese and stuff. And that's not the kind of future I want to live with. So I do hope that this, while convenient, it does not, take the place of physical media, and then physical media is just completely gone, because that would suck. That would suck really bad. But I just wanted to make this video on my personal opinions on the pros and cons of streaming media. I hope you guys enjoy this new video format series that I'm doing. I do have a lot of ideas for other content that I wanted to share with you guys, but let me know if you like it. And until then, this is Vargas, signing off from the Vargas Vault, thanking you, and goodbye.